guys, Aaliyah back again with another awesome game in development from my collection. Today we're going to be playing Tainted Grail Conquest. This game got a major content update today. This game is amazing. I'm in love with many aspects of this game, from the music, the visuals, and lore. I hope you enjoy my part 1 video, and thank you so much for watching.
King Arthur promised us safety on these shores. Instead, we found stormy seas, rocks like shark teeth, and treacherous mists. Those few who managed to land will be set by hunger, cold, and nightmares born of weirdness. My people settled around a gnarled old statue. Though we did not understand its origin or purpose, the enemy seemed to avoid it. That was good enough. For a time. In the end, the winds of weirdness only grew stronger, and the statue failed to protect the settlement. There was fear, despair, and then nothingness, as reality melted around us.
It seems like you've been here before, on one of these ships. Your captain, though seasoned, failed to remember that in the weirdness, sharp rocks move just as easily as sea waves. However, as you peer upon the wrecks, you see the wreckage of the fleet's flagship lodged between 2 rocks far off the coast. The flagship? Now this doesn't make sense. You never even got close to King Arthur's vessel. Your way is blocked by a weird, small creature, half man, half goat by the looks of it. An oddly shaped mask makes its appearance even stranger, but it does nothing to conceal the creature's anger.
Damn it, you weren't supposed to land here. Damn it all to hell.
Noticing your stare, it continues.
It doesn't matter. You were shipwrecked on this island. This is a shipwreck. Close enough, right? Now, listen, there's a lot to do and no time to waste. First, we must ensure you're in proper condition to actually do anything. What can we try? Oh, I know. Travel west. Find a creature there and test your metal against it. That should make for a proper test. Good, good, good. Your spirit is intact. It still has the will to dominate over beings weaker than you. That brings us to the more problematic part, your body.
You look at your legs and hands, and they seem perfectly fine.
Oh no, that's just an illusion. I had to get you here somehow, didn't I? Imagine what you'd think about your condition if you appeared here out of nowhere and landed in pure darkness, and not a memory. Well, not yours, but as we've established, a ship is a ship. You'd start talking about the afterlife and whatnot, and this, my friend, is not an afterlife. This is a total mess. Now, go. We need to find you a proper vessel. Well, it seems your soul isn't strong enough to be picky about its vessel yet. Don't worry, you'll grow.
You don't recognize your voice or the language you speak, but you feel you're finally able to say something.
Perfect. You can speak, and yes, these are really great questions. No easy answers, though. Sorry to disappoint.
The creature sighs.
Listen, it's been 4 years since humans landed on these shores. 4 years of strife, fear, and hunger. At least that's what you tell yourselves. And 4 years of war you were destined to lose, because even the mightiest human wizards are no match for the Avalonians.
Seeing your expression, it makes an impatient grimace, stepping from one foot to the other.
I know your tribe was peaceful and so on, but humans are not. The war you brought here, well, it wasn't exactly going in your favour. But then that wizard, Merlin, well, he had an idea. Your king, Arthur, he had another brilliant idea. Both stubborn mules, both playing with powers they didn't understand and were never meant to understand.
The creature rolls its eyes.
And so we're here, in this corrupted reality, strung together with the last strand of somebody's goodwill. Now, will you please see if your soul's adjusted properly with the body you possessed a moment ago?
Within the darkness, you hear a familiar voice.
Finally, now we can start the cycle of proper rebirth.
A different voice appears out of nowhere, and its owner is nowhere to be seen.
Be gone.
It is calm, inhumanly calm.
Can I invite you to the table?
You see a hooded figure waiting for you by the table. A chessboard sits upon it, the game in progress. As you take the free chair, you realize the creature has no face. A white skull leers from the shadows. A human skeleton draped with robes.
I admit, I'm not used to showing up in person whenever people die. That's too much hassle, with adjusting my presence to your current imaginations and whatnot. But let's say that your case is special. Yes. And yes to that other question, too. You're technically dead, but there are certain things that prevent you from, let's say, being properly gone. When weirdness took over your farmhold, we managed to save your soul. You don't exist in your physical realm anymore. But because of that, you can possess the bodies of heroes who weren't as lucky as you were. Lend their strength to help you during your quest.
Death releases a sound like a sigh.
Recent events had consequences going beyond the intentions that sparked them.
Death moves a piece across the board.
One king commanded a great army in order to conquer an island.
Death moves a piece of a different color.
Another king pushed back of his own.
Death moves another piece.
One wizard wanted to beat back powers he didn't understand.
Death checks the piece it just moved with another figure.
And the creatures of this island fought against them, using magic that wasn't meant to be used.
You realize the pieces have reached a stalemate.
And now we're stuck in this unfortunate predicament because time, as you know it, is irreversibly corrupted. The past and the future are happening at the same time. All that you see is an echo of things that already happened, eventually will, presented without inherent sense, without purpose, without any logic. You must slay the Guardians and keep slaying them until you reach the source conjuring them out of the weirdness. Their deaths will make you stronger. Each time you slay the 4 Guardians, you will dive deeper into corruption. This will lead you to your destination.
Death conjures another piece on the board.
You must ensure that the corruption doesn't spread further, or even better, is beaten. You must discover its source and free the pieces of this world's history from its power. Now go. We don't have much time left.
Where your hometown once was, a lone man sits among the remains. He doesn't notice you. Only when you walk right up to him, he turns his blank stare toward you. His thick, unfamiliar accent makes him hard to understand.
It's not my farmhold, is it? I'm from up north, the land of fog. But this mist, it was all wrong. Have you seen the others? They were right next to me. I don't know what happened.
At least common.
A dream. At least I thought it was a dream. A creature like a goat told me I'd wake up in a strange place, and there I'd find someone in need of my help.
The man looks at you for a moment.
I guess that would be you, wouldn't it? There's something about you. Something I can't quite describe. I've already made some preparations, settled in one of the tents here. Currently, I can't offer you much, though. This place is different. But you, this path leads out of the village. I've seen an enormous creature. Golem of stone. The evil energy it emits is beyond anything I've ever felt. I'd say getting rid of that beast should be a good start.
It's a mystery why these stones light up and banish the weirdness when people walk by. Many believe Merlin himself invented the runes carved into them. There's also a darker rumor that they were left by the Four-Dwellers to lure humans into their domain, like moths to the flame.